So day 3 of being back at the boat and sorting the 2 boats out. It's because it's been freezing for ages. It's meant to be summer. Today's been really hot, but as always when I'm trying to get stuff done, the Mistral decides he wants... It weren't a Mistral. That's what French people do. They stop saying that. But they do. They say everything's a Mistral when it's not. Anyway, what did I do today? I didn't record it because there was stuff everywhere and there was a high chance the old GoPro might have ended up in the water, or something would have gone in the water that shouldn't have. And we've actually not lost anything in the water today. But the solar mount, it's temporary. I am gonna, as I've said previously, make something out of wood that's gonna be a lot better. But for now, I'll flip you around. It's gone from what is now the rubbish bin boat, and I moved the bits to the back. Not the easiest thing to do in the wind, like it was touch and go. But what we've done, instead of having all the different parts, we've buckled these bits so they're nice and secure onto the both sides, and then we've got the one bar running with these. I need to just finish cable tying that down. I know cable ties aren't the best solution, but as I say, this is temporary. I probably won't even go sailing with this like it is, but I needed to start getting electric into this boat because I was messing around to and from, and now that electric's in, I can start to wire in the rest of the electrics and stuff. So yeah, did get that done. I haven't got a drill battery at the minute, so I've had to temporarily just wire like this, but I will put 2 hole fittings through for the wires just down there. It's a bit windy, so I hope you can hear me all right. And as well as that, I cleared out in here. Can't see because it's dark, but obviously I've got loads of stuff stored in my one, so that took some time. Yeah, and it's just never, I'm just accumulating bags and bags of stuff. Something else I did today was the dinghy, and if I can, I'll attach this footage of me trying to row with one paddle and sometimes without a paddle. I actually, you know, somebody did tell me, why don't you go buy some paddles, and I did keep saying eventually I'm sure I'll find some. The dinghy has been neglected. Shouldn't have really left it in the water. It's going to have to come out, and I'm going to try fix that leak I've had in it for ages. It's not necessarily a a serious leak, but you know, it's annoying. There's always water in the bottom. But where the oars connect, because they may come from plastic, the fittings, plastic in the sun obviously just gets weak, and where it connects through, the end had come off and got stuck in there. Tried with a corkscrew, tried with a screwdriver, tried to put a screw in there and pull it out. I was there for about 45 minutes trying to get one piece of plastic out, but it is now out, and I've just missed a call. I'm concentrating on my phone. It is now out, so now the oars can attach. So after months of struggling not being able to row the boat, I can row the boat again. And I did find in this boat, don't know how well you'll be able to see them, but some wooden dinghy oars. They've been painted black. I like them. I'm going to sand them all down back to wood, varnish them, and have some nice oars, just to make up for all the time I didn't have oars. But yeah, gone from 0 oars to 4 oars. So I did say eventually I would find some without paying the absolute fortune that it costs for oars. And more than the oar, it's these little connectors. So these ones on this are actually metal, so cleaned up, they're not going to just snap off in the dinghy. The dinghy, annex, tender, whatever you want to call it. I call it a dinghy. Not so serious. But yeah, needs a bit of work doing. It's non-stop. Yeah, as I say, I could have recorded me doing it, but you know, I've talked you through what I've done with the solar arch. I've got 200-watt panels, currently actually only connected to one battery. I've got the other leisure battery on charge at the shower block, and what I'm going to try do this time, which I didn't do the last time, is I'm going to try to make sure they're both fully charged while I can plug them in, because I think maybe that's where I went wrong the last time. I feel like there's 140 amp hours worth of battery. Okay, it's not that much, and 200-watt solar panels, it should be sufficient enough and give me more than it has given me in the past. This has been a problem we've had non-stop throughout year one of doing this, and when I go back out to anchor, I just really don't want it to be a problem anymore. But it comes down to battery management, really. You know, using a cheap solar controller probably doesn't help. What I need to do probably is, it's simple, innit? 200 watts of, it's probably not how you work it out, but you know, 200 watts of solar power. You know, we could be looking up to, I think, 200 amp hours worth of batteries. So that's what we want to be aiming for, maybe 200 amp hours worth of batteries. And actually, I'll show you later on, but the space I've got to fit the batteries, I could do with just fitting one big one in there, because it doesn't really fit the two, or I have to make a new space. I think, and I've said this before, I think trying to go off leisure batteries if you want to charge laptops and stuff, I think it's too outdated. You can never use the capacity of what you're carrying around, and to me it just seems silly. You know, like your laptop battery or your phone battery, you can run it to flat and charge it back up again, whereas with leisure batteries, for how big it is, etc., and how much you can actually take out of it, it's a farce. I think what I'm going to do is, it'd be nice if I was like sponsored, but it's not going to happen, is it? But you get them like EcoFlow. It's like a big power bank basically, and you can buy a separate solar panel for it. The separate solar panel probably isn't necessary, but what I find is, during the daytime there's a lot of solar power, like 200 watts of solar. It's a decent amount when it's hot and, well, sunny, and I find, or was finding at the back end of last summer, that I could keep my laptop charged throughout the day while it was sunny, providing it was charged while I was using it. So if by 12 o'clock, let's say in the afternoon, we've got full power, then if we had a big, I don't know how many amp hours they are, but you know, that big power bank station, whatever you want to call it, is charging the batteries of your laptop more than once. So if, say, from 12 o'clock till 2 o'clock, I'm making sure that's charged, and then onwards just make sure my laptop's charged as well, so that then when I'm getting into an evening, I'm not relying on the power from the batteries to try charge things like that. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I weren't meant to go off topic with that. Well, I'll show you dead quick because I think it's quite cool. Strange. Like boat twins. One of the guys from the port went past last night, and obviously this had nothing on and looked fairly, I'll say, tidy, because everything was obviously hidden in places, and that's what I've been doing. But which one was it? I don't really know. And none of these switches are for. Is it that one? Oh, the lights are working now. The other lights. Well, that's cool. couldn't get that on before. Or that. Nice. That's a bonus. Someone's wrote VHF underneath it. Anyway, that's not the one I wanted. Weirdly, this light, even if all of these are off, I can use that light. It's not good. French wiring, honestly. Done it again. But simple in it. Red or black we have. Red is obviously positive, black negative. You don't want to complicate it by having blue and black, where blue is then negative and black is positive. And luckily I saw it before I'd done it, but on here the blue was positive. Now, you know, let's start that making blue positive, because wherever I've looked before it's been negative. So yeah, anyway, rant over. Where's this light? There. It's cool, this, I like it. All boats should have this. Now I'm not showing you in dark, so you can't really see the full effect of it. But normally you've got a mast light at the top of the mast anyway. But that spotlight there, it lights up all the deck on a night time, and it's just pretty cool. Like, I don't see it on many boats, but I don't know. It's almost a shame it doesn't have a control that you can put it from facing down to out, because that'd be quite useful when going in the dark. I'm not sure if that's against some boating rules, but even just for lighting this up on a night, it's quite nice. Come back last night from the shower block in the dark, and my boat's all lit up. It was cool. So yeah, the other reason I had to sort out the solar panels was because without having the solar controller plugged in, the batteries would just use what they wanted because there was nothing to monitor it. So I was running the risk of damaging the batteries if I haven't done so already. But I don't think I did. I only had a light on for a bit, so should be good. Anyway, that's day 3 of trying to get ready to get back out of here. More progress than yesterday. Didn't record so much yesterday. I ended up messing around with the engine. There's no point messing around with it. I need to change the oil, the filters, etc., like you normally would, and go from there. I'm fairly confident I'll be able to get it working, so fingers crossed. And if I can't, I'm gonna have to do a switcheroo. I just really don't want to do that. But yeah, got a friend coming for the weekend, so that'll be nice. Probably won't get much done on the boat though. And it's the weekend, well, Friday tomorrow, so I'll probably get a little bit done tomorrow. And then I'll be back on Monday, hard at work, trying to get this boat ready to get out of here. Not that I'm desperate to get out of here, but I need to. It's a shame in a way, because I just crashed into something. Yeah, it's a shame in a way, but you know, I've got to get on.
Wait, find a better.
It's recording, but don't worry, I can edit.
It's better for you.
I can't edit that well. There's a limit to my editing ability. Oh, I need a little string.
What is a string? It's normal that it's switched off.
probably easier ways of going to the bin. This is going to be like trip 1 of 10, I think.